Please welcome to the stage Mr. Kyle Badar.
How can I possibly follow that? Took all my best bits, like staring at the notepad and rambling. 54 Crenshaw Avenue, 16 Greenwood Drive, 22 people of our view. I just want you to know, if you don't laugh, I know where you live. Have you ever had like a negative thought and then a positive thought and then they collide and blow your mind? Like, glass is half full, glass is half empty, and then boom, who the fuck's leaving out all these glasses? See, my mother was the real philosopher of our family, and I merely expanded on her work from who's leaving out the glasses to what are they planning? I call it skepticism. Anyone here in a competitive relationship? No? Health, not that you know of. Well, someone in that relationship is winning. And I think when you're in a relationship, it depends on how you say things. Like you can say, do you want to have sex? Do you want to have it? Like a knife and a fork and a napkin. Big old plate of sex. I mean, if you're having some, I'll have some, I guess. Do you want to make love? Do you want to make it? Just me, you go around back, get our hands dirty, making some love. I mean, like a shower, sex is like having a shower. You know, you're gonna get wet. It's gonna be like 5-10 minutes. A bath, that's like a whole process. You gotta lock the door, light the candles, set the atmosphere. You know, you're gonna get wet. You're gonna get things are gonna prune that you didn't even know could prune, like your tongue. And like, where the fuck do I go from there? See what I mean? All the best, that's all the best fucking bits. It's like, shit, a terrible comedian, I'm done for. You don't mind that you're lying there in like a pool of your own filth because you're clean on the inside. Coming in the shower is dirty, degenerate behavior, but coming in the bath, that's pure. That's beautiful. I think you can tell a lot about a person depending on how they organise their kitchen. Let me move this because I can't see you guys very well. You're all very thin. Robin coffee. I think you can tell a lot about a person depending on how they organise their kitchen. Like, do they have their crisps in like a separate container, open and visible to the world, free to pick the pack of pickled cheddar of which they please? Or do they like have a half torn open bag and throw it into the back of the cupboard and just fucking guess at whichever packet they want, slowly tearing away the plastic until the packets spill out into the cupboard like the hopeless failure you are? If that does sound familiar, what I've just described is our current government. I mean, what the fuck even is trickle-down economics? When we're gonna get the trickle-down austerity? If you don't want to go into debt, if you don't want to be poor, just don't go into debt. Avoid borrowing. Well, you make the cakes you lie in, don't you? Because now no one wants to borrow the UK any fucking money because they ruined the pound. You know how stupid it looks to make sterling an adjective for a high quality. I'll tell you what, that's some sterling fucking bullshit. When pouring coffee has more economic value than government officials, it's time to employ some trickle-down terrorism and fucking revolt. Revolution. How do we fix the economy, Kyle, you ask? I'll tell you. Oh, you think that's funny? You don't think I've got ideas? I know. I'll tell you a little story. I was walking through town one day with my partner, and we passed this store. It's got big windows, like floor-to-ceiling windows, and a recessed door. So it goes like the window goes round and back, and then like there's a small gap between the wall and the pane of glass where some older people are sat. And they're like watching us as we walk past, and I think to myself, Jesus, they're employing pensioners as mannequins now. Is that the economy in that much of a fucking shithole? I mean, what next? Give blind people sweeping brushes? If you're gonna walk around city all day just fucking waving a stick, you might as well give them a broom and have them sweep up, haven't you? Fucking We get away with far too much for far too long. I'm sick of it. Yeah, blind, like two blind jokes. Just fucking stole all my shit. I tend to write short jokes. I don't like to milk jokes too much. But I have written a joke about milk, which you fucking did. Was it you? Someone did a joke. Actually sat there fucking seething. But there's like, we fucking love milk. There's so many different kinds of milk. You got full fat, no fat, semi-skimmed, powdered, condensed, pasteurized. You got single cream, double cream, clotted cream, ice cream, butter. Well, the milk derivatives, mate. All right. You are up here. How dare you, fucking heckle? The audacity. Yeah. Throw me off. Milk. Single cream, double cream, clotted cream, ice cream, butter, cheese, buttermilk. That's all from a cow. or a goat, you know. I don't judge. Higher in protein as well. But maybe not into milking animals. But don't worry, you can go nuts for milk too. You've got cashew milk, almond milk, soy milk. That's not even a nut, that's a bean. Imagine that, bean milk. It doesn't have to be Heinz. No, especially not in this economy, eh? Yeah, that's this bit is fucking like I've written it and it's just it's chaos. It's chaos. I don't get how you get milk from a nut because they don't have mammalia glands. But fuck it, we will milk whatever pleases us. You can actually get milk from a cockroach. That's a fact. Look it up, right? You can fill an entire bucket with cockroach milk and throw it in the face of God. We don't give a fuck. We'll milk what we want. What's God gonna do about it? Oh, flood the ocean. Do it, mate. We'll fucking race you. Plague, vaccine, famine, growth hormones. All right. What was he gonna fill the sky with? Locusts, insecticide, mate. Fill it with whatever you want. We'll set the fucking thing on fire. All right. We poke holes in the ozone for fun to keep our hair stiff and our fridges cold as we burn the fucking sky to the ground. Yeah, we're humans, man. We create and kill gods at will. I mean, our society is built with the corpses of fallen deities, and our walls inscribed with cursed prayers, and our streets drown in holy blood. And all that's left to conquer is death. And we'll milk that motherfucker too, right before it cryogenically freezes his nipples off. Right, yeah, so as I was saying, I tend to write short jokes, and I like string them together in like a sort of tether of pleasure. I'm like the anal beads of comedians. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back to that. Comedians, comedy. I'm sorry, is there something wrong with how I'm saying things? I'm looking at you, I have no idea who said that, I'm just blaming a random stranger. Ray Charles. Don't know who he is. I'm a hermit. I live under a rock. SpongeBob SquarePants. What do you call a parrot that doesn't speak? Traumatized. I feel bad whenever I'm walking past a homeless person and I'm like carrying something. Even if I'm not carrying something, if all I've got is a watch, I still think like, who the fuck am I to need immediate access to the time when there are people out here starving? You know, that's £10 for a lifetime's worth of convenience. I can't give a homeless person like £10 and be like, all right, sit on my wrist till one of us dies. How deep can you swim? You got math. My partner's different. She says she likes to see the homeless people. Gives her someone to say hello to whenever you're buying milk or bread. Man, they're not put there by the fucking council. Yeah, I think that's us coming to the end. Here's just something I'll leave you on that's like both wholesome and sinister. I really wish I could be there when people died. Thank you very much. I have a
Carl Beddoe, please, one more time.